You open the chat again. The same words stare back, unchanged. Your finger hovers. One tap could end the silence. You know it won't, yet you scroll. The screen lights up the room, and the pain. You tell yourself it's just a habit, a reflex, nothing more. But each glance pulls you back, to a moment already gone. What if holding on isn't strength? You think it keeps you grounded, in control. But what if it's just a loop, a trap you walk into? Eyes open. You check again. You wait for a sign. You believe one more look might shift the weight. Does it? Or does it tighten the chain one click at a time? The cost isn't loud. It's not a crash. It's quieter. A slow bleed. Your focus frays. Your breath shortens. The world moves on, but you're stuck, rewinding the same scene. Each tap erodes something deeper, your presence. You don't see it until the stillness is gone. The system glitches, and you're the one feeding it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind knot, outside events. A rope slips from your hand. It falls into the dark. The weight doesn't follow you, unless you reach for it again. The void isn't empty. It's where you begin to see. Look at your hand. It's still clenched. Holding what? A memory? A hope? Or just the shame of not letting go? You think releasing it betrays something, but what if it's just freeing you from a cycle you didn't choose, but keep choosing? The urge pulls. You don't have to follow. Detachment isn't loss. It's a line you draw. A silence you claim. The next step waits, not in the screen, but in the pause. You think explaining will fix it. One message, one truth, could untangle the loss. You type. The words feel right. They'll understand. They'll respond. You hit, send, and wait. The screen stays blank. The pain doesn't lift. It grows heavier. You believed clarity would free you, that words could rewrite the past. They don't. They chain you to a cycle you fuel. Explaining isn't control. It's a trap. You pour yourself into their silence and get nothing back. The system locks. You're the one turning the key. Detach. Saying less isn't surrender. It's the first step to stillness. Principle 1. The urge to explain traps you in loss. You draft the message. Words line up. Precise. Clear. They'll see your truth. They'll understand. You pause. Finger over the send button. The urge feels right. If you explain, the silence might break. The loss might dissolve. You believe one sentence can shift the weight, can pull them back. But the screen stays dark. You send and wait. Nothing changes. The pain tightens. Each word you typed wasn't for them, it was for you. A plea to rewrite what's already gone. Explaining doesn't free you. It chains you. Every message digs the hole deeper. A loop of rejection you feed. You think clarity will save you. It won't. The system glitches when you chase their response. Your focus fractures. Your breath catches. The world moves, but you're stuck, typing the same need into a void. The cost isn't their silence, it's your awareness, slipping away with every tap. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Your mind spins a story of closure. It's a trap, not a truth. The message you want to send is a weight you carry. Drop it, and the chain breaks. What are you proving? That you're right? That you're enough? Or that you're still tethered to a moment they've already left? You don't need their answer to be whole. You need to stop. To unhook the urge. To let the silence be. Not a wound, but a choice. The urge whispers, "Explain, and you'll be free." It lies. Saying less isn't weakness. It's discipline. You don't have to react. The reflex to explain pulls hard. But it's not the only trap. Another lies closer, in the moments you think you're just checking. Principle 2. Checking their profile fuels rejection. You open the app. Their name glows a tap away. You tell yourself it's nothing, just a glance. You scroll. Their life unfolds. A new post. A smile. A moment you're not in. The sting hits. Sharp. Familiar. You keep looking. Each image burns deeper. Rejection carving into your chest. You think seeing more will dull the pain. It doesn't. It's a loop. One you choose to run. Every check pulls you further from yourself. Your mind locks, replaying what was, what isn't. You lose hours. Your focus cracks. The world blurs while you're trapped in their frame. The cost isn't their absence. It's your presence, fading with every swipe. You're not learning anything new. You're feeding a system that thrives on your numbness. Epictetus wrote, "You become what you give your attention to. A screen is a mirror, reflecting only what you refuse to release. Stop scrolling, and the reflection clears." Why do you look? To understand, to reclaim, or to punish yourself for not being enough. Their life isn't your answer. Your attention is your power. Redirect it to the breath in your lungs, to the silence in the room, to the moment you're still here. You want to check again. The urge hums, loud, insistent. Pause. Close the app. Not checking isn't hiding. It's taking back control. The void is where it clears. A man sat alone, phone in hand. He scrolled for hours, found nothing new. The silence grew louder, but he stayed still. The need to look pulls you, but there's another weight. It's in the grip you keep on a version of yourself that no longer fits. Principle 3. Holding on isn't strength, it's numbness. You clutch the memory. Their words, their laugh, a moment frozen. You tell yourself, it's yours. Keeping it close feels like power, like loyalty. You replay it. Again. Again. The scene warms you, then stings. The more you hold, the less you feel. Your grip tightens, but it's not them you're saving. It's pain. You think holding on proves you're strong. It doesn't. It's a weight, sinking you into numbness. The cost creeps in. Your days blur. You're here, but not. Conversations fade. Your breath grows shallow. You're not living. You're guarding a ghost. The system stalls because you refuse to let go. Each memory you cling to isn't a tether. It's a chain. It doesn't keep you whole. It carves out your awareness. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment. A hand grips a stone. It bleeds. Release it, and the wound stops." Strength isn't in holding tighter. It's in opening your hand, in facing the void without filling it. You don't need their echo to exist. You need to breathe, to be here. To choose what you carry and what you drop. The memory calls, loud, heavy. You want to dive back. Pause. Let it pass. Holding nothing isn't loss. It's freedom. Let go isn't weakness. You think you're strong for carrying it, but strength has another face. It's in the moments you choose not to chase, not to beg for what's already gone. Principle 4. Chasing closure deepens the pain loop. You want answers. Why they left. What you missed. You search their words, their silence. You think one truth will settle it, end the ache. You call, you write, you wait. Each move feels like progress, like you're closing the gap. But the gap widens. The pain grows, sharper, heavier. You chase closure, but find only rejection. The loop spins, and you're the one powering it. Every step you take pulls you deeper. Your mind races, reconstructing moments that don't exist. You lose sleep. Your focus splinters. The world fades, while you hunt a reason that won't change the truth. The cost isn't their absence, it's your ground. Eroding under the weight of your chase. You're not solving, you're sinking. Seneca wrote, "You must let go of what you cannot control." A door closes. You pound on it. It stays shut. Stop knocking, and the noise fades. What are you chasing, their truth or your own refusal to see? Closure isn't out there. It's in the choice to stop, to unhook, to breathe through the urge and let it pass. You feel the pull, to ask, to know. It's loud. It's heavy. Pause. Turn away. Not chasing isn't defeat, it's cold peace. You don't owe anything. She waited for a reply. Weeks, then months. No answer came. She closed the app and walked into the quiet. The urge to chase fades, but another trap waits. It's in the weight you hide, the grief you think you've buried. Principle 5. Suppressing grief builds invisible weight. You push it down, the ache, the loss, the quiet sting. You tell yourself it's gone. You smile. You work. You move on. The world sees strength, but inside, the grief festers. It's not loud. It's not sharp. It's a shadow, heavy, constant. You think burying it protects you. It doesn't. You're not hiding the pain. You're carrying it. Each step feels slower because you suppress what needs to breathe. The weight grows unseen. Your focus dulls. Sleep escapes. You snap at small things, then wonder why. The system strains, not from what happened, but from what you won't release. You're not stronger for silencing it. You're trapped in a cycle of invisible strain. Your awareness fades, buried under what you refuse to face. Epictetus said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears. A wound ignored doesn't heal. It spreads. Let it surface, and the air clears." You think ignoring it makes you whole. It fractures you. Strength isn't in denial. It's in seeing, in sitting with the grief without running, in letting it pass, not locking it in. The ache rises. You want to push it back. Don't. Breathe through it. Sitting with it isn't weakness. It's discipline. Pain doesn't mean truth. You've carried it long enough, but another pull waits. It's in the thoughts you can't stop, the ones that steal your ground. Principle 6. Overthinking steals your ground. Your mind spins. Their words, their silence, a moment you missed. You replay it, searching for the flaw. What you said, what you didn't. You think one more loop will crack it open, reveal the truth. The thoughts pile, heavy, relentless. They don't solve, they bury. Overthinking isn't insight, it's a trap. You're not finding answers. You're losing your ground. Each cycle costs you. Your focus splits. The day slips, unnoticed. You're here, but your mind is elsewhere, chasing shadows. The system locks, not from their absence, but from your refusal to stop. You think dissecting it keeps you in control. It doesn't. It's numbness, dressed as clarity. Your presence fades, stolen by a question with no end. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. A wheel spins in mud. It goes nowhere. Step off, and the ground holds. Why do you keep turning it over? To understand? To fix? Or to stay tethered? To a pain you know too well?" The answer isn't in the loop. It's in the pause. In the choice to withdraw. To observe without feeding the noise. The thoughts surge. Loud. Demanding. Let them pass. Don't chase. Step back isn't retreat, it's power. Stillness is enough. Seneca wrote, "There is no person so severely punished as those who subject themselves to the whip of their own thoughts." He meant your mind, when it won't rest. Another trap hums, quieter but sharp. It's in the need to prove you're enough to someone who's already gone. Principle 7. Begging for answers erodes self-command. You reach out, a call, a text, a plea. You need to know why. Their silence burns. So you try again. You think one response will lift the weight. Prove you're not invisible. You offer more. Your truth, your pain, your time. It feels like effort, like you're fighting for clarity. But it's not fighting, it's begging. Each word you send chips away, not at their wall, but at your self-command. The cost isn't their reply. It's you, unraveling. Your focus narrows, pinned to their choice. Hours pass. You check, you wait. The world shrinks, while you plead for a sign. You're not gaining ground, you're losing it. The system falters because you let their silence steer. You think begging shows strength. It doesn't. It's a loop, one you run until your awareness cracks. Epictetus said, "No one can harm you unless you let them. A door lock stays locked, no matter how you knock. Stop!" And the echo fades. You think they owe you an answer. They don't. You think explaining will shift their view. It won't. Your power isn't in their words, it's in yours. In saying less, in stepping back, and choosing silence over the chase. The urge to plead rises, heavy, urgent. Pause. Put the phone down. Not explaining isn't surrender, it's reclaiming control. You don't have to react. Why beg again? The quiet voice asks. It changes nothing, the calm one replies. Then I detach. The need to be seen fades, but another pull lingers. It's in the refusal to accept the truth already in front of you. Principle 8. Denying the end locks you in regret. You tell yourself it's not over. Their silence, just a pause. You wait. You hope. You rebuild the story. They'll return. They'll explain. You hold the pieces, refusing to let them fall. It feels like faith, like strength, but it's denial, a weight you choose. Each day you wait, regret grows, not for what was, but for what you won't release. You're not saving the past. You're trapping yourself in it. The cost is quiet, but heavy. Your mind loops, caught in a version that doesn't exist. You miss the moment, the one right here. Your focus fades. Your breath tightens. The system stalls because you cling to a door already closed. You think denial keeps you whole. It doesn't. It's a fracture, splitting your presence with every what if. Seneca wrote, "Clinging to what is gone is to lose what remains." A branch breaks, it falls. Hold it, and you bleed. Let it go, and the ground holds you. Why do you rewrite the truth? To stay safe? To stay right? Or to avoid the pain of seeing it clear? The end isn't a verdict, it's a fact. Face it. Step back. Breathe through the sting. And the loop breaks. You feel the pull. To hope again. To wait. Don't. Withdraw. Seeing isn't surrender, it's power. The void is where it clears. A chain you pull tighter, it only cuts deeper. The truth waits, cold, unmoving. Another trap hums. In the silence you dread. It's in the way you answer it, with noise that buries you. Principle 9. Reacting to silence breeds isolation. Their silence hits. A void where words should be. You fill it. You text. You call. You check. You think reacting will break the quiet. Make them see you. It feels like action. like control, but it's noise, your own, echoing back. Each move you make doesn't close the gap, it widens it. You're not reaching them, you're pushing yourself into isolation. The more you react, the further you drift from your center. The cost isn't their response, it's your presence fading. Your mind locks, chasing a sound that won't come. You lose the room, the moment, the breath. The world moves, but you're alone, tethered to a silence you keep feeding. The system breaks, not from their quiet, but from your need to answer it. You think reacting proves you're alive. It doesn't. It's a loop, stealing your awareness. Epictetus said, "Silence is not empty, it is full of answers." A room goes dark. You don't shout into it. You wait and see. Why do you fill the void? To be heard? To be right? Or to drown the pain of being unseen? Their silence isn't your verdict. It's their choice. Yours is to pause, to observe, to let the quiet be. The silence stings. You want to break it? Don't. Step back. Non-reaction isn't loss. It's strength. Silence isn't surrender. 65% of people check an ex's profile daily. Most find only pain. The quiet holds more truth, if you let it. The silence fades, but another pull waits. It's in the hope you cling to, the one that blinds you to what's here. Principle 10. Clinging to hope blinds your awareness. You hold onto hope, a flicker, a chance they'll return. You tell yourself it's not over. Maybe tomorrow, maybe one more try. It feels like light, like purpose. You nurture it, building stories in the dark. But hope isn't saving you, it's blinding you. The more you cling, the less you see. The truth sits, cold, clear, but you turn away. Hope blindly isn't strength. It's a veil over your awareness. The cost is subtle, but deep. Your mind drifts, caught in a future that doesn't exist. You miss the day, the breath, the quiet. Your focus narrows, pinned to a maybe. The system falters, not from their absence, but from your refusal to release. You think hope keeps you moving. It doesn't. It's a loop, stealing your presence with every what if. Seneca wrote, "You live as if you were destined to live forever. A mirage shimmers. You chase it. Stop, and the desert clears." Why do you feed the flicker? To stay safe? To stay whole? Or to avoid the pain of letting go? Hope isn't your anchor. It's your chain. Detach. Breathe. The moment is enough. If you observe it, the hope surges, warm, familiar. Let it fade. Withdraw. Seeing isn't loss, it's power. You can end without drama. Marcus Aurelius stood in Rome's chaos, yet wrote, "Accept whatever comes with a calm mind." He chose clarity over illusion. Another trap waits, in the need to be enough for someone who doesn't see you. Principle 11. Seeking their approval chains. Your breath, you shape your words, your actions, your silence, all for them. You think their nod will lift the weight, prove you're enough. You wait for their glance, their word, their sign. It feels like effort, like earning your place. But it's not earning, it's pleasing. Each move you make doesn't free you, it binds you. Their approval isn't your key, it's your chain. The more you seek, the tighter it pulls on your breath. The cost is quiet, but heavy. Your focus bends toward their judgment. You lose your voice, your days blur, spent measuring yourself through their eyes. The system cracks, not from their verdict, but from your need to chase it. You think their approval means you're whole. It doesn't. It's a loop, draining your self-command. Epictetus said, "You are not your reputation, but what you are when no one watches." A mirror reflects. You don't bend to please it. Stand still, and the reflection clears. Why do you seek their gaze? To be seen? To be right? Or to silence the shame of not being enough? Their nod won't fill you. Only you can. Detach. Say less, and the ground returns. The urge to please hums loud, familiar. Pause. Let it pass. Not chasing isn't loss. It's freedom. Detachment is a form of respect. You stop seeking their nod, but another pull lingers. It's in the pain you dodge, the one that grows when you run. Principle 12. Avoiding pain builds a heavier burden. You turn away. The ache, the loss, the quiet sting. You fill the silence with noise, with work, with anything. You think moving faster will outrun it. Keep the pain at bay. You laugh. You scroll. You stay busy. It feels like escape, like control. But it's not escape. It's avoidance. The more you run, the heavier the weight. You're not dodging the pain. You're piling it higher. A burden you can't outpace. The cost is subtle, but deep. Your focus scatters. Sleep frays. You're here, but not. The world blurs, while you flee what's inside. The system strains, not from the wound, but from your refusal to face it. You think avoiding it keeps you light. It doesn't. It's a loop, sinking your presence under what you won't see. Seneca wrote, "There is no lighter burden than the one you carry willingly. A shadow follows. You can't outrun it. Turn, and it shrinks." Why do you hide from it? To stay safe? To stay whole? Or to keep the grief from breaking you? Running doesn't save you. It buries you. Sit with it. Breathe through the weight, and the chain loosens. The ache rises. You want to turn away. Don't. Stay still. Facing it isn't surrender. It's power. Pain doesn't mean truth. A man ran from his grief, filled his days with noise. The weight grew until he stopped and let the quiet in. The urge to run fades, but another trap waits. It's in the need to prove your worth with words you don't owe. Principle 13. Explaining your worth wastes your stillness. You feel the need to speak, to justify, to prove. They don't see you, so you lay out your truth, your effort, your heart, your value. You think your words will shift their gaze, make you visible. It feels like clarity, like standing tall, but it's not clarity. It's explaining. Each sentence you offer doesn't lift you. It drains you. You're not proving your worth. You're giving it away. The more you speak, the further you stray from stillness. The cost is quiet, but real. Your focus bends toward their judgment. Your breath shortens. You lose the moment spent chasing their nod. The system falters, not from their blindness, but from your need to be seen. You think explaining makes you whole. It doesn't. It's a loop, eroding your inner weight with every word. Epictetus said, "What need is there to show yourself when you are enough?" A mirror doesn't plead, it reflects. Stand still, and the truth holds. Why do you justify? To be enough? To be right? Or to silence the shame of their indifference? Your worth isn't in their eyes, it's in your silence. Say less. Detach, and the ground returns. The urge to explain surges. Loud, insistent. Pause. Let it pass. Not explaining isn't hiding. It's power. Stillness is enough. You stop proving, but another pull lingers. It's in the past you replay, the moments that freeze your now. Principle 14. Reliving the past freezes your presence. You drift back. Their voice, their touch, a moment carved in time. You replay it, vivid, sharp. It feels like holding them close, like keeping what was. You sink deeper, each detail pulling you in. It's not comfort, it's a trap. The more you relive, the less you're here. The past isn't a refuge, it's a weight. You're not saving it, you're losing your presence to it. The cost is silent, but heavy. Your focus fades, caught in a scene that's gone. The day passes, unnoticed. You're alive, but not living. The system locks, not from their absence, but from your refusal to step back. You think reliving it keeps you connected. It doesn't, it's numbness, stealing your breath with every memory you chase. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Each moment is enough if you let it be." A river flows, you don't cling to its waves. Let them pass, and the current carries you. Why do you return? To feel again? To fix what broke? Or to hide from the pain of moving on? The past isn't your ground. This moment is. Observe, breathe, and the freeze thaws. The memory calls. Warm, heavy, let it fade. Withdraw. Be here isn't loss, it's power. You don't have to react. Why go back? The quiet voice asks. It's gone, the calm one replies. Then I stay still. Another trap waits, in the need to please, to bend for someone who's already turned away. Principle 15. Pleasing them betrays your inner weight. You bend. You soften your words, your edges, your truth. You think it keeps them close, makes you enough. You shift to fit their frame. You silence your needs to earn their stay. It feels like care, like sacrifice. But it's not care. It's pleasing. Each step you take doesn't hold them. It erodes you. You're not building a bond. You're losing your inner weight. The more you bend, the less you stand. The cost is quiet, but deep. Your focus twists toward their approval. Your voice fades. You're here, but not whole. The system cracks, not from their choice, but from your refusal to hold the line. You think pleasing proves your worth. It doesn't. It's a loop, draining your self-command with every compromise. Seneca wrote, "You lose yourself when you live for another's eyes. A tree bends too far, it breaks. Stand firm, and the roots hold." Why do you shift? To be loved? To be seen? Or to silence the fear of losing them? Their stay isn't your value. Your ground is. Detach. Say less, and the weight returns. The urge to please pulls. Warm. Heavy. Pause. Stand still. Not bending isn't loss. It's power. Detachment is a form of respect. She reshaped herself. For years. For him. He left anyway. She stood and found her roots again. Another trap hums. In the words you keep, the ones you hold, that chain you to fear. Principle 16. Holding their words traps you in fear. Their words echo, sharp, heavy, a phrase, a promise, a cut. You carry them, replaying each syllable. You think they define you, their praise, their blame, their silence. You hold them close, like proof of your worth. It feels like truth, like clarity. But it's not truth, it's a trap. The more you hold on, the tighter the fear grips. You're not preserving them. You're chaining yourself to their shadow. The cost is silent, but deep. Your mind loops, caught in their voice. You lose the moment, the breath, the quiet. Your focus narrows, pinned to what they said. The system falters, not from their words, but from your refusal to release. You think holding them keeps you grounded. It doesn't. It's numbness, stealing your awareness with every echo. Epictetus said, "What others think of you is their business, not yours. A stone thrown. It sinks. Cling to it, and you drown. Let it go, and you rise." Why do you carry their voice? To be enough? To be right? Or to hide from the pain of standing alone? Their words aren't your measure. Your silence is. Detach. Observe, and the chain breaks. The echo hums, loud, familiar. Let it fade. Withdraw. Letting go isn't loss, it's power. You don't owe anything. Seneca wrote, "The less you care about others' opinions, the freer you become." He meant your mind, when it stops carrying their load. Another pull waits in the void you dread, the one you fill with noise that buries your peace. Principle 17. Escaping the void risks your cold peace. You feel the quiet, the empty space where they used to be. It unsettles. It stings. You rush to fill it with noise, with work, with anything. You think the void is your enemy, that staying still will break you. You move, you distract, you drown it out. It feels like survival, like control, but it's not survival, it's escape. The more you run, the further you stray from cold peace. You're not fleeing the void, you're losing your ground to it. The cost is subtle, but heavy. Your focus frays, chasing anything but the quiet. Sleep slips. You're here, but not present. The system strains, not from the emptiness, but from your refusal to sit with it. You think filling it keeps you whole. It doesn't. It's a loop, burying your awareness under noise you choose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter retreat than in his own soul. A room is empty. You don't fear it. Enter, and the silence holds." Why do you run from the quiet? To stay safe? To stay busy? Or to hide from the pain of being alone? The void isn't your wound. It's your space. Breathe. Stay still, and the peace settles. The quiet hums, heavy, loud. Let it be. Observe. Facing it isn't loss, it's power. Stillness is enough. A man filled his days to drown the silence. It grew louder until he stopped and let it speak. Another trap waits in the cycle you feed, the one that buries you under the same old weight. Principle 18. Repeating the cycle buries your witness. You fall back. The same urge, the same choice. You check, you text, you hope. You know it's wrong, yet you move. It feels familiar, safe, like you're in control. But it's not control, it's a loop. Each step you take doesn't lift you, it buries you. The more you repeat, the deeper the pain sinks. You're not moving forward. You're losing your witness to the cycle you feed. The cost is quiet, but heavy. Your focus dulls, locked in the same pattern. The day fades, unnoticed. You're here, but not here. The system crashes, not from their absence, but from your refusal to break loop. You think repeating it keeps you alive. It doesn't. It's numbness, stealing your awareness with every turn. Seneca wrote, "You are not bound to repeat what you can choose to end. A wheel spins. It traps you. Step off, and the ground holds." Why do you return? To feel something, to prove something, or to hide from the grief of starting anew? The cycle isn't your truth, it's your chain. Pause, detach, and the loop breaks. The urge pulls, Loud, familiar, let it pass. Observe. Breaking loop isn't loss, it's power. You can end without drama. Why repeat it? The quiet voice asks. It buries me, the calm one replies. Then I step back. The cycle slows, but the work remains. To hold the line, to stay still, to let the quiet be your guide. The quiet settles, but it's not the end. You've stopped the loop, paused the chase, faced the void. Yet the pull lingers, subtle, persistent. It's not loud anymore, but it's there. In the moments you almost reach for the phone, in the thoughts that drift to their name. The system is clearer now, but not immune. You've seen the traps, the cost of clinging, the weight of reaction. Now, the choice is yours, to hold the line or slip back. Each step you've taken, each pause, has carved a new edge. You've learned to detach, to say less, to breathe through the sting. But the world keeps moving, and so must you. Not to fill the void, not to prove your worth, but to stay centered, to guard your stillness like a flame in the wind. The past doesn't vanish, but it doesn't have to steer. You choose what carries forward and what stays behind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The present is all you have. Guard it well. A moment is a stone. You can carry it or let it rest. Choose, and the path clears. The urge will return, quieter, sly. You'll feel it in the silence of a late night, in the flicker of a memory. It's not your enemy, it's your test. Observe it. Don't feed it. Your power isn't in erasing it, but in choosing non-reaction, in staying ground when the pull hums. You've walked this far, not by running, but by stopping, by seeing, by letting go. The system resets not once, but every time you choose silence over noise. Hold the line isn't a battle, it's a practice. Not doing is power too. The quiet deepens, and with it, your edge. You've faced the urges, the loops, the weight of what was. You've chosen to pause, to detach, to see. Each choice wasn't loud, but it carved a line, a boundary between the past you carried and the present you claim. The pull hasn't vanished, it never will, but it's weaker now because you're not. Your self-command grows not from fighting, but from letting go. The system runs smoother, but it's fragile. A stray thought, a fleeting sting, can hum again. You know the traps now. The cost of chasing, of explaining, of holding on. You've seen their weight and dropped it. But the world tests you with new silences, new voids. Your task isn't to fill them, but to observe, to stay ground when the noise calls, to choose silence over reaction. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself. A chain lies broken. You don't pick it up. Step forward, and the path holds." The quiet isn't your end. It's your beginning. Each moment, you choose to breathe, to withdraw. You rebuild, not to erase the pain, but to live with it, without letting it steer. Your power lies here, in the pause, in the choice to be still, to let the past rest and the present rise. The urge fades, but the work remains. You don't need to prove, to chase, to fill. You need only to be here, to hold your line, to guard your peace. Cold peace isn't a gift, it's a choice. You don't have to react. The quiet holds, a space you've claimed. To stand in it, to let it be, is to find your witness again. The phone lies face down, The room is still. No sound, no hum, just the weight of your breath. You didn't reach out, didn't check, didn't chase. The urge came and passed. The silence holds, not as a wound, but as a space. You're here, not running, not filling, just present. The quiet isn't empty, it's yours. A moment you claimed by choosing to stop, to detach, to let the noise fade. You didn't react, and the world didn't break. The pain lingers, but it doesn't steer. You've held the line, not by force, but by silence. Is your stillness surrender or power? You don't need to answer. You need to see, to sit with the moment without turning away. The truth isn't out there. It's here, in the pause, in the choice to be. Stillness is enough. A line you draw, a weight you drop, a quiet you keep.